I'm Mike Quackenbush. This is Till We Make It, and if you have ever wondered how to apply for a WWE tryout, you're in the exact right place. That's what this video is all about. Together, you and I will work through every single field of this 6-page application. This is not the first time on my channel that I've covered the WWE tryout process. However, since the last time I made a video specific to the application, some of it has changed. Not all, but some of it. And I thought the most straightforward thing to do would be to make you a brand new video where you get to see it in every bit of granular detail that I can supply to you. We're going to fill it out together just as an example so you know what to expect. I know normally I'm over there. This is not the usual setup, but I'm going to share my screen with you as I work at my computer so you can see exactly what I'm doing as I do it. So here we go. You're going to navigate to recruit.wwe.com. I'll put that up on the screen for you. And once you've navigated your browser here, go all the way to the bottom. This big red button, Apply Now, is what you need. And whether you're thinking of applying as a wrestler, a referee, a manager, or other on-screen character, you go through this same process. So we click on Apply Now. This pop-up appears telling us the application is in English only, and you must self-select. Are you a college athlete, or do you fall into the category of all other applicants? Clicking on a college athlete means you played one full season of some college athletic program, some college sport. You finished a minimum of one season. Anything less than that, you probably don't want to be clicking college athlete here. Take it from a guy who knows. Unless you happen to be a high-level athlete, much sought-after free agent, or influencer, or quasi-celebrity of some kind, this is how you get in the WWE system. This is how you become considered for the next tryout. And tryouts happen on average every 3 months. Not exactly every 3 months, but on average. For our example, we're going to click on All Other Applicants, and then you're going to watch me work my way through the application. Here we go. So this whole form is built in Google Docs. If you are logged into your Google account, your Gmail account, like I am, it will pull this up automatically. There's some terrible construction going on outside right now. So if you hear that, you're like, oh my gosh, is that a jackhammer? Yeah, it is. Till we make it at gmail.com. This is me, and you want to verify that this is correct, because odds are, if the WWE reaches out to you about a tryout, the point of first contact is through email. You must make sure this is correct. And then there are 5 mandatory fields we must complete here on page 1. So because none of this gets ingested into the WWE system until you click Submit on page 6, I'm just going to fill this out as an example, knowing this is for your educational purposes and that I am not actually submitting the application. So I'm going to put in my first name, Mike. Middle name is optional, last name. What is your gender? What country or region do you hail from? United States is at the top of this list here, which is very convenient. Later on in the process, it's not. You got to scroll all the way down to the letter U to find it. But of course, if you're not from the United States, you need to put your country of origin in. When you've completed these 5 mandatory fields here, country, gender, the 2 for your name, and you verified your email, anything with the red asterisk is mandatory, then you are ready to click Next, and we're going to move on to page 2. Over here, there are 4 mandatory fields. This is all about your address. Now, if you are about to move, don't worry. Put in your current address here. Later on in the process, if you actually get contacted, you will have an opportunity to update your address. So I live at 123 Kid Lane in Death Valley, of course, which I believe is actually in California. Oh, you don't like that? There we go. How about that? Is that right? Probably not. So once you've entered all this mandatory information here, your complete mailing address, page 2 of the application is now done. We're ready to click Next and move on. All right, page 3. Now, This is the bear of it. This is the monster page. There are 16 mandatory fields you have to complete. This is all about eligibility. This is when people get disqualified from consideration. This is where it happens most often. So let's take our time working through these. Your nationality. Red asterisk means mandatory. This is all about work permits and visas. So here, because I'm from the United States, I gotta scroll all the way down until I find United States. Additional citizenship. So unless you have dual citizenship in 2 countries, you don't have additional citizenship. I'm putting in the word none. I have no additional citizenships. You have to answer this one. Other nationality. Now, this part of the form needs to be revised, and believe me, if you gotten to this point and you're like, what do I do here? You are not the only person who's been hung up by this. If you don't have another nationality, as we just indicated here, I want you to select the same country a second time. So I am from the United States. I'm going to select the United States a second time because I don't have any other nationality besides this. You can't go forward without answering this question. So my recommendation to you is just duplicate what you've put here. Now, of course, if you do have another nationality, yeah, put that there. But if you don't, this is the way to go. Ethnicity is optional. I happen to be a skinny white guy, so that's what I'm going to put there. Nearest airport city. This means international airport, my friends. Do not put your little regional airport where they have 1 flight a day. Put your nearest international airport. Philadelphia has an international airport. That is the right answer for me. It may not be for you. It might be something you have to Google, like international airport near me. If you are going to be invited to a WWE tryout, this is important. That's why it's mandatory. Your home phone is optional. I don't have a home phone anymore, but I do have a cell phone number. It's not this. This is just for an example, but you can have fun calling that number if you want. Highest level of education? I did some college, but I didn't graduate from college. Pro wrestling ruined my life, so I've only got some college. Height in inches. So for those of you on the metric system, you might want to get a converter handy. You can Google this up very readily. I'm exactly 6 foot tall, so I just multiply that 6 feet by the 12 inches in a foot. I get 72. I am 72 inches tall. My weight in pounds. Again, if you're on the metric system and you weigh kilos, you want to convert this online. So something as simple as convert kilos to pounds is going to bring up an easy converter for you. I'm 191 pounds. Birthday. I will reveal it to you here. It's wrong a whole bunch of places online, but I still appreciate all of you who send me happy birthday messages on March 19th. Choose the type of background that best describes you. So I am a professional wrestler. If you're a referee, a manager, or you're doing some other role at WWE, don't worry, you're going to go to the exact same tryout as everybody else. If you are an athlete who is not necessarily a college athlete, but you define yourself as some other kind of athlete, this is fine. You're going to have to explain it later, though. Otherwise, you are other. I am a wrestler. Do you speak English? I do, and I am a native speaker. I grew up speaking English. Do you speak other languages? Yes. There will be a field later where you can indicate what those languages are. This is mandatory, and this is highly sought after. If you are multilingual, you want to make sure you tell the WWE all about this. Military background, also mandatory. I have no military background. You answer accordingly. Athletic background can be tricky, so here, if you were a high school athlete or you just play something recreationally, this is where you qualify the answer you gave up above, right? So if you said you were an athlete of some kind, you're going to further define that. This includes, are you a musical performer, a theater performer, right? If you answered other, but for example, you are a ballroom dancer, you're a performer. I am a professional wrestler. Summarize your athletic experience. Now, this is important. This is separate from your wrestling experience. So if, like me, you are a working pro in wrestling, that's not what they're asking here. They're asking for other athletic experience. So, if you happen to be a power lifter, or you play recreational pickleball, and you feel like you want to tell the WWE about that, this is where that goes. Here, pro wrestling experience, yes. Here I'm going to briefly summarize my wrestling experience. 31 years experience. I'll even include this. Great. So a brief summary of my wrestling experience. Acting experience. Now, I have some minor acting experience, so I'm going to say yes. Public speaking experience. I have done public speaking, so I'm going to answer yes. You answer these accordingly. Now, your social media. At the bottom of these 16 mandatory fields are the social media accounts. You're going to have to answer this in some way, shape, or form. So, I have a Facebook account. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the link directly to it here. If I have a Facebook account, and I do, and I don't list it, the WWE is going to find it anyway, and this will make you look evasive. You don't want to look evasive. You don't. I've also got an Instagram account. I haven't logged into Twitter for years, but I guess some people are still using that one. And other social media. I have a YouTube channel. You're probably watching it right now. So I'm going to put that in there as well. So I have filled this out. I'm ready to move on. Page 3 is done. You want to make sure you have answered these as truthfully as you possibly can. And then on to page 4. Now, there's a bunch of optional fields here. There's no mandatory fields, but I'm telling you, you want to treat these like they are mandatory. These are the videos. You want to have these uploaded to YouTube, and what you're going to paste here are YouTube links to the videos, up to 5 that you can include. In my experience, you need to send at least 1. Leaving all 5 of these blank and sending them nothing is not helping your case. And as it says here, they want to see videos of you doing athletic things, of you training, if you have any kind of movement-based skills, like you're a circus performer or any other specialty that you have. Include that here, but you want to keep these relatively short. If it's longer than 3 minutes, don't send it. Cut the video down, upload it to YouTube, and send the link of the shortened version of the video. But you want to include something here. Working pros. You got videos of your matches, and your matches are 10, 12, 15 minutes long. Don't send the whole match. Don't do it. Whittle it down. Don't be sending long videos. The people that have to go through all these applications are not going to watch past the 2 to 3 minute mark anyway. They're going to make up their mind about you before that. Choose judiciously. Send great looking videos that you are proud of, where you look awesome, and nothing else. If you fill in all 5 of them, great. Don't expect them to actually watch all 5, but they'll probably watch 2 or 3 of them. Once you've filled this in, then page 4 is done. We're going to move on to page 5. Page 5 has 3 key fields that you need to fill out. Number 1, you are referred by. So, if you happen to have someone in the WWE's sphere who is vouching for you, I want you to put that name here. So just as an example, I'm putting in Matt Bloom, the head of the WWE Performance Center. So even though Matt Bloom's days of performing as Albert or A-Train or Lord Tensai are behind him now, he's very much in the WWE system, one of the most important people that works there. That name is going to ring a bell. You do not want to put a name here that does not ring a bell. So if you're just putting in some random name, no one at WWE knows Harvey. This is not helping you. Don't put that there. If you don't have someone referring you, this is hurting your chances. You need somebody's help here. Tell us why WWE should be interested in working with you 2,000 characters. Your essay goes here. Do not go over the 2,000 characters. Make sure you check this for spelling and punctuation before you move on. Lastly, do you have any special skills, talents, interests that WWE should know about you? Now, you'll remember a couple pages back, we talked about how highly sought after multilinguists are. So, if you speak other languages, you want to detail all of them here. This will catch someone's eye, I guarantee it. And then, of course, any other special skills, talents, interests that you have that might be appealing to WWE, include them there. If you happen to also be a bodybuilder, include that here. They love that kind of stuff. But once you have very strategically answered these 3 questions, we're ready for the last page of the application. We're ready to move on to page 6. And page 6 is where all the photos go. This is the last page of the application. Before you go to the bottom and you click submit, you need to have these photos added in. Now, headshot, head-to-toe body shot, and recruit's choice. Let's talk about these because this is some of the most important information you're sending with your application. You need to have a professionally shot headshot. A professional photographer took your headshot. So I have my most recent headshot here. Let's get this up. Boom. There is my headshot. This is what I'm uploading with my application, a professionally taken headshot. A head-to-toe body shot. That is exactly what you think it is. So I have a recent head-to-toe body shot here. I don't know if it's cut off at all, but it does go all the way down to my toes. This is me in my wrestling gear. This is the head-to-toe body shot I am including with my application. And a recruit's choice. Unless the only record of something truly remarkable was shot on your mom's iPhone, like you won the silver medal at the Winter Olympics, and that for some reason is the only photo of that exists, you want something shot by a professional photographer here. The recruit's choice should also be something shot by a pro photographer. So I think this is the one that I want to include with my application. This is me performing in the ring where the crowd's going crazy for me. It looks like I have a very positive and energized rapport with the audience. This is what I want them to see. I'm going to include that. You might have a really cool action shot. If it's not because you happen to be a current wrestler, maybe it's from something you did in your athletic background or your performance background or something else awesome that you did that you want WWE to see. You're just going to add that file in. Each of these has to be 10 megabytes or under, so don't try sending a photo that's 2 gigs. It's just not going to work. It's going to kick you out, and then you've got to redo this page. Some information requested in this form may qualify as sensitive personal information. You answer accordingly. None of this is all that personal to me. You can come visit me at 123 Kid Lane. Last but not least, you have to agree to the terms of use, the privacy policy, blah, blah, blah. You got to do all of that. Do you want to read it? Maybe, but you do have to agree before you can click submit. If you don't, it's not going to happen. This is a required question. Once you've done this, you are ready to click submit, and only at this point does everything you've submitted, including all the links and the photos, actually go to the WWE Talent Office. That's how you do it. That's the full 6-page application process. So I hope if this is the next step in your pro wrestling journey, you feel ready to take that step. If you want to know what to expect at your WWE tryout, I got a video all about that, and it is appearing on screen right now. If you click on it, I'll see you over there. Also appearing on screen in this moment is a link directly to my Patreon. Support the work of Till We Make It. We'd love to have you join our community.